And good morning. It's Dr. Kathy, and it is March 10th, 2024, and this is the first day of daylight savings time. So we have some people kind of coming on a little bleary-eyed and all of those good things, but it's wonderful to have you here. So let us begin. Heart Source. And for those of you who are new, because I'm getting lots of new subscribers on YouTube, so thank you for that. And move into the front of your heart chakra. If you don't know where your heart chakra is, it's in the middle of your chest. And just imagine your consciousness go as deeply as you can. Just go ahead and let's see what's in there. There you go. Now, keeping your awareness there, but getting out and moving around to the back. Go to the back of your heart chakra. Now, this is an exciting place, and if you don't keep going back and back and back, you're going to miss your sacred space. It's like going through an alleyway or a tunnel or a hallway. And then suddenly you step into this expansive place, which is your sacred space. There you go. I'm kind of feeling people stepping into their sacred space and going, oh, yeah, it's good to be back. To me, the sacred space is probably the closest that we can get to being home while in the physical. And now you're still going to stay in those two places. Talk about more than bilocation here. Go around to the front and move into the front of your third eye. And those of you who may be wondering why my face is red, we were at the Renaissance Festival all day yesterday, and there was a lot of vitamin D generation with all that sun. Now, if you go far enough back into the front of your third eye, you will run right smack into the violet flame, and we will activate that a little bit later, not much later. Now move around to the back again and go into the back of the third eye. Good. Now, those of you who haven't done this before, we're establishing our heart source. This is really going to be kind of fun. Draw in your mind's eye, imagine, intend, whatever, a beam of energy moving from your heart chakra up to your third eye, and feel that connection. For me, it's like an electrical connection. There you go. And now move that beam of energy straight up into the center of the universe. It knows where to go. And now bring that beam of energy straight down into the center of the earth. And notice what happens to your energy, your sense of yourself. You are now, as Alma has started saying, fully grounded above and below. So connected above to spirit and connected below to the earth. To me, this is the experience of walking between the worlds, walking between the third and the fifth dimension. And when we're in our heart source, we can do this much more easily. And now to start the healing, command, chakra spin, spin as fast as is safe for me. And your soul self is actually managing what is safe for you, and just allow your chakras to spin. Inhale, breathing in deeply, bringing energy in from above and bringing energy up from below. Bring it to your heart. When you exhale, send it outwards. 360 degrees, it will go into your chakras. It will go into your aura. When it goes into your chakras, it loosens congested energy that is easily loosened. If you're doing this at some time and you feel like, gosh, one chakra, maybe the third chakra, the first chakra seems more congested, go ahead and call your healing team. Now, I want y'all just to examine your chakras and just pick the one that might be a little bit more congested than the others. And say, healing team, please find the wound that is causing most of the congestion in whatever chakra this is that you have. And now please use the 4 foundational plugins. You don't need to know what those are. We those of us who have been doing this for a while know what they are, but I'm not going to go through them right now. But your healing team knows what they are. Just ask them to do it. It's kind of like those advertisements on TV for drugs where they say, ask your doctor if you need such and such. They may be asking, a woman's watching it and say, do you need such and such? And the doctor says, well, that's only for people who have prostates, that kind of thing. So you can just ask, please use the 4 foundational plugins. And chakras keep spinning, and watch, feel, experience what happens. For me, looks like there's more stuff coming out of my 1st and 2nd chakra. Keep breathing in, bringing energy in from above and below, and release. Do it again. Bring in energy from above and below. Exhale and send that energy through all the chakras, through your whole body, your aura. There you go. Great. And now declare, I am the sword. This is the sword of Michael the Archangel. And for those of you who haven't received the sword yet, from your heart source, call upon Michael the Archangel. Ask him if you may have his sword. The audacity of it, right? But he asks us to ask for his sword. He wants to give it to us. Extend your dominant hand. Mine's right. Extend your dominant hand. Even though those of you who are here who have received it, receive it again. Feel the hilt of his sword go into your hand, and then wrap your hand around it. Mine ends up like that. And then hold the hilt of the sword in front of your heart chakra. Point up. The blade is upwards. And now place the sword in your heart chakra, just with the intention it will go right straight through your body, and it will activate every part of you, cells in the physical and anything energetically, all the encodements. And you are now the sword. And all you have to do to activate the sword is to say, I am the sword. And feel what happens with that energy when you do. Good. And the third thing we're now going to do for protection, which is what the heart source is, it does more than that, but heart source, the sword, and now violet flame activate all along the 7th layer of my aura. I just felt the urge to breathe in deeply and to release. When your body says breathe deeply, and know that that's the perfect thing to do. And now this next thing that I suggest doing, we do it at different times in the process, because I just want you to know you don't have to put it in a particular order, and it is heart source. Expand to the 7th layer of my aura, or when I hold my arms out, either by your side all the way or all the way in front of you, since I'm assuming you can't hold it all the way in the back of you. Extend the heart source to either the tips of my fingertips or the 7th layer of my aura. And most of you need it to go to the 7th layer of your aura, because the final statement is whichever is larger. The more you do these processes, the further reaches of your aura, even into the other room, even into outside of your house or your apartment. Good. And Amma is asking me to tell you that when your aura is this extended, it will tap into all of the energy that your aura comes in touch with, and that could be other people's energy. So if you are a strong empath, you might not want to send your aura out that far. If you have, like I have, empathic abilities, but I am not a highly sensitive empath. And so my aura can go out with little problems to me. Some people, they pick up the pain, and it's important to learn how to manage your energies so that you do not accept the pain. Yesterday, when we were at the Renaissance Festival, I had my palm read. It was the first time in years I've had it read. And the woman who did she was just wonderful. And one of the things she said is, tie a golden loop around your shoulders and around your waist to help anchor you. And put a bubble of energy, which to me is what the heart source is, around you. And for protection, and those of you who are strong empaths, it's real important for you to be with your heart source, within your heart source, and to have the violet flame around you. And she was suggesting the gold look kind of like a lasso around your shoulders and your waist. And that's for people who have a hard time staying grounded, staying in their body. You don't go off into the netherworlds. You'll have a time for that, but not now. There you go. For those of you who are new to this, please practice this daily. Please start practicing this several times a day so that it is just second nature, just a second nature of breathing, that when you get up and you have, because I'm always says, be in your heart source 24/7. And the more we practice it, the more we will begin to wake up in our heart source. If you find yourself in fear, anger, any of those other types of emotions, you are not in your heart source, and just simply go into your heart and say heart source, and you will be there. Good. And now chakras, just relax. They'll still spin a little bit faster than when we first got started, but they're going to relax. And now let us go into our healing lecture room. For anyone who is listening to this or reading the transcript or whatever, no matter when it is in time, you are included in the healing lecture room. There is a floor of light below us, a canopy of light above us, pillars of light in each of the corners, and there is surrounding the pillars, surrounding the perimeter from pillar to pillar to pillar to pillar and back to the first pillar, members of the angelic realm that are there. And you can call for this for protection at any time. And if you're doing, say, if you're doing spiritual love fair work, the ones who will be there around you will be from Archangel Michael's band, almost always. When you are doing healing work, you will have almost always members of Archangel Raphael's band, who is the Archangel of Healing, and some protection Archangel Michael's band. So nobody interferes, right? And you'll have those around you. It depends upon what it is. And you can call, if you're adept at the archangels, of knowing who they are and what they do, you can do your work within the healing lecture room and call upon any band of the angels that you want to. By the way, the healing lecture room is an adaptation that I made to a temple and a healing space from the Melchizedek method, which I took many years ago. Just feel your energy. And now we are going to move into healing. Oops, I forgot the central pillar. Central pillar, because they're all wanting to come in. And the central pillar is filled with amazing adepts and masters, angels, saints, whatever you want to call them. And they are parading in. And in my world, it can be different in your world. It is led by Buddha and Yeshua, who are such great friends. And I'm seeing Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion, Mother Mary. Well, that's interesting. In the Catholic Church, St. Anne, who is Yeshua's grandmother. and in is coming. For those of you who aren't aware, I was a Catholic sister for 20 years, and so I have a real strong Catholic tradition, and I get a bunch of saints coming in, and one of them is Saint Joseph, who was Yeshua's stepfather. And I've been studying the writings of Saint Catherine of Siena, who is my patron saint. And her writings are amazing. The Catholic Church doesn't call her a channel, but that's exactly what she is. She doesn't do anything different than what I did. But it's fun to read her words, which come from the 14th century. Or is it the 15th? Anyway, a long time ago. And she's coming in. And I see the Chohans of all of the rays. The Chohan is like the head of that particular ray. There we go. And two Chohans of rays are stepping forward to lead us in the healing session. And one is Hilarion, who is of the 5th ray of healing. And I forgot what the resurrection ray's number was, but Yeshua is the Chohan of that ray. And I just received the word. There's also an ascension ray. And all of these rays contribute to our healing and experience of knowing God in a particular way, a different facet of love, which is what we are here for, is to explore different facets of love. And Yeshua and Hilarion, Yeshua and Hilarion are going to be leading the healing session. And we welcome you. And I find this interesting. Jesus says, I'm going to let Hilarion do most of the work. I'm going to tell you what's happening. And those of you who aren't familiar with Yeshua, that is actually I'm not sure if it's Aramaic or Hebrew name for Jesus. Jesus is the anglicized name. And you are invited by Yeshua to come together in a circle, all of us here. And to merge your energies with each other. And what Hilarion is saying is that merging your energies with each other, it's like if you merge the right side of your energy with the other person's left side. It's the energetic equivalent of holding hands. Except, believe it or not, it's more intimate. And this is a wonderful circle of love and healing. We each have requests for healing. What's fascinating about it is that as human beings, we all have similar requests, but they manifest in different ways. It's like you can take a novel on a family that's dysfunctional, and maybe, let's say, a family where alcoholism is the issue. And even though there is the struggle with alcohol, whether it's your own or a family member's struggle with alcohol, it's all about alcohol, but it manifests itself in different ways. So we all have similar issues that come up, whether it is pride, humility, too much humility. I want to say humility. I see humility as being, from the 12-step standpoint, speaking the truth about yourself. It's okay to be proud of the different experiences that you have, but you don't want hubris. Pride in one way, as long as it's one particular way, combined with the humility, is also speaking the truth about yourself. In other words, don't hide your gifts. Exercise your gifts, The whole world doesn't need to know about your gifts, but live your truth, and that is who you are. And now Hilarion, who is the Chohan of the fifth ray, as Yeshua said, he's going to do most of the work. He is calling forth all of your healing teams to come together. And you also call them, say, healing team, my healing team. Don't you love that? My healing team, specifically volunteered for you, and you specifically responded yes. And their energy for you is specifically for you. And I am seeing that your healing team are calling in additional people to work with you. And they may be beings that don't work with you regularly, like not a part of your healing team per se, but they're ancillary, as in, if you need a master to come in and work with you, the master will come in. And they are now calling in those who will be with you. And Yeshua is now saying, this is going to be kind of similar to last week's. Yeshua is saying, send forth now the exact vibration of energy needed for each of the people here that will bring healing to genetic issues they were born with. That's first. And just agree. Just say, I'm ready for whatever healing my healing team believes I need. I am ready for whatever healing that Amma or Abba, Yeshua, believes I need. Kind of follow my own body in moving from one to another, because in a way I'm a surrogate for you so that I can stay in tune with what is happening. And Yeshua is now saying, healing teams and those that have been called in by our healing teams, send down with great love and great joy the exact vibration needed for each person in this group to bring healing to their figurative heart, and basically to heal any stoniness around the heart. So in the Hebrew scriptures is replace your heart of stone with your heart of flesh, which means quit hiding. Don't defend yourself against everyone else. Allow you to have a tender heart, a heart of mercy. Let's just allow that, because we all need this. So just allow that energy to come in. And by the way, you can block this energy. You can say, well, maybe do it 10%. I'm not sure I want my heart that tender. It's totally up to you, and there is no judgment. So just allow that to happen now. Okay, and it's not that these energies are stopping. We're just, in addition, moving on, because all of this can happen at one time. Healing team and those who have been called to help, please focus for each person on where they are most in need of physical healing. And please address the wounds that may contribute to that healing or that need for healing. And it doesn't matter if the wounds came from this lifetime or some other lifetime, or even if they were projected onto you by someone else. Open your heart, your mind to receiving healing of those wounds and the balancing of that physical issue. And it could be more than one issue. And just allow it to happen. Accept. If you have a difficult time accepting compliments or gifts from other people, this is the time to not do that. Accept the gifts. Your lack of accepting gifts, this just popped into my head. Your lack of accepting gifts does not provide anything for anyone else. It limits your ability to have abundance in your life. And it limits the ability, and this is especially on the human realm, of other people of having the joy of giving to you. Cannot be a one-way street. Kind of like, is there a song or something that says the more love you give, the more you will have? There you go. And healing teams, we ask you now, yes, of course, continue that, but we ask you now just to look at our bodies, look at the energy of our bodies, anything that is causing any dysfunction or maladaptation within our body. We ask for the exact vibration of love needed to bring healing completely. Fill us with all the love we need, but we have not received or that we have not accepted. So if you're one of those that has a hard time accepting gifts and love from other people, just ask for the ability to accept, to open you up to accepting this amazing gift of love. I had a theology professor when I was getting my theology degree at the University of Notre Dame in South Bend. And he said that the way that Jesus became the Son of God was that he accepted everything that the Father, Mother sent Jesus. Jesus accepted all of the love, all of the abilities, all of the awareness, and that the Creator gave all to him. And we all have that gift. We can simply accept. There you go. Several of you just really opened up to accepting this love. Now, all of this loving energy is going to continue coming to you. It never stops coming. What stops is your ability to be aware of it and to accept it. So now, while they're still sending you all of this amazing energy, this amazing healing work, all of the love you need from your heart, who would you like to place in the healing center? And by the way, those of you who've heard me for a number of weeks have about a friend of mine whose daughter, who is also a friend of mine, of a problem with the pregnancy, and she gave birth to a very healthy 9 pound, 2 ounce baby boy the other day. And so my prayers are of thanksgiving for Lane coming into the world safely and his mom being safe. So you can give prayers of thanksgiving, requests for healing. And these can be people you know or people you don't know. We have a lot of people that have been sending energy to Gaza, the Ukraine, the Sudan, and many other places. Bring in family, bring in friends. And now request for them exactly what you have been receiving. The exact vibration of love needed for healing genetically, emotionally, spiritually, physically. This can include healing of families, healing within countries. And let us accept the love which is coming to us. And as that love comes in, as it spreads throughout our whole system, send love also. And it will go outwards to others. And the more you accept, the more you bring in, and the more you can send, and it just increases. And now you are invited to move from the healing room to the lecture room. Pull up a chair, make yourself comfortable, and know at the same time this energy is coming in. This energy is coming in. And I'm being told that as whenever you are in your heart source, the energy keeps coming in because you are connected above and below. There you go. So now you are ready and, so to speak, appearing on the stage as Amma, the Divine Mother. How do you have infinity appear on a stage, right? Her love is enfolding each one of us, enfolding me as well. And she wants to come and chat. You heard of fireside chats? I think that was President Roosevelt, Franklin Roosevelt, that would have these fireside chats. Think of it in a sense of a fireside chat. We're all around a campfire, having fun, relaxed, being with people. And the next one that you hear from will be Amma, the Divine Mother. Dear ones, what a blessed day this is. Yes, every day is blessed, but be aware of today. Be aware of where you are. No matter what is happening in your life, no matter what judgment you have about what is happening in your life, you are blessed and the day is blessed. I am Amma, the Divine Mother of the Divine Mothers, and I am your mother. There is no way in this entire universe, the heavens, whatever you want to call it, that I can love you any less than I do now. or that I could love you anymore, as my love is infinite for you. My love for you, and I'm using it in a singular you, yourself, call you by name. My love for you is as if there was no one else to shower love upon. Think about that. It seems impossible, does it not? Yes, because there are so many billions of you upon this planet. Doesn't count all the others in which there are life forces. But I love you. Abba loves you as if you were our only creation. You are the pinnacle of creation. You are in my image, the Creator's image. You have the same capacity to love and to accept love as I have, as Abba has, as the Creator has. Consider that for a moment. Have you considered it? You have the same capacities of the ability to create. You need to practice that creation, do you not? You may not be able to create a galaxy right now, but consider the fact that you are the center of your own universe. If anybody ever asks you, who are you, the center of the universe? You can say, yes, I am the center of my universe. Everyone around me, all life, all people, all trees, all sunrises and sunsets, they are around me and I'm the center of them. Is that hubris? Let's talk about that a moment. So, hubris, for those who may not be aware, is extreme pride that goes beyond the pride of anyone else. It almost puts you in the position of not recognizing the value and the worth and the delight of every other person, and you think you're above them. Did you know that Abba and I, that the Creator, if you want to take us as an undifferentiated energy of creation, we do not consider ourselves better than you because you are aspects of ourselves. We do, by the way, consider ourselves more skilled. When you can create a galaxy, that is amazing. But you do create your universe. You can, over the infinity of time, of which there is no time, will be able to create galaxies. For now, work on creating your universe, the universe of which you assist in creating. Are you getting a sense that that is an awesome responsibility to create your universe? It is. It is an awesome responsibility. Think about an engineer. Let's consider a civil engineer, one who creates bridges. Bridges. Think of some of the largest bridges you have ever been over. What would happen if the calculations were off? And it may have been a small calculation at the very beginning of where the bridges start, but let's say they're being built at the same time and somebody miscalculated. And the bridge comes up and up and up and up and up, and oh dear, look, it's a foot off in either way. The smallest of calculations, if not done correctly, when you are an engineer, those of you who know about space travel and the amazing rescue that occurred when from below they were trying to save the lives of all of the members on that Apollo flight. And somebody used centimeters, the metric system, instead of inches, or the other way around, and it was almost disaster. They all got on board and everybody came back safely. But think about that. The creation had to be specific in all of its details, or there would be the creation of what you would call in the human realm disaster. You are the creator of your universe. Yes, you've heard thoughts are creative, words are creative, actions are creative. And it is true, they are. You send out a negative thought towards someone, you have created negativity for yourself and for that individual. Some think that they just create negativity for others. No, it creates it for yourself. And I want to talk about one aspect. One aspect. Although there's different names for it, which I'm going to give you, that we will use. Generosity. That is an aspect of the divine. Generosity. How about miserliness? That is not an aspect of the divine. That is an aspect found in humanity, so that the divine could experience, and so you as a soul could experience the opposite of generosity. When you are miserly, when you hold all you have to yourself, when you hold that to yourself and you wrap whatever you have around you and do not share it with anyone, it will cause you to fester, and you will metaphorically die in spirit. It will shrink your heart. You have a children's story about that, The Grinch. When you are miserly, when you are angry, whether you're miserly of goods or miserly of love or miserly of mercy, compassion, it adds to what contributes to the stoniness of the heart, of not being able to be vulnerable to other people. When you are miserly, whether it is of mercy, of compassion, of money, of gifts, of generosity, you close in your energy and you do not allow the opening of who it is as you are, who is love incarnate, correct, to be fully present. Be fully who you are. And there is a difference between generosity of gifts, such as financial gifts, whether they are things or money, and generosity of the heart. That is where intention comes in. There are people who are of generosity financially who do not have the generosity of heart. How does that happen? Well, they consider that they become known for their generosity. Think about the people that you have heard of by accident and realize that they were tremendous philanthropists, but did not advertise it. They gave from their heart. When you give, whether it is your gifts, your time, your money, give from your heart and send love energy with that gift. What happens if you don't? What happens if you don't do that? Well, your universe doesn't get the expansiveness that can come from that gift. And let's say that you suddenly realize, oh, I gave money out of fear. I gave money because I thought I should, but I'm angry about having to give money. You don't have to give anything, you know. And you go into your heart and you go, I really regret that I was not able to truly give of myself by giving from my heart. What can you do? Let's go back to the concept that there is no time. Rewind. Go to the time when you were punching the button to send money to someone, or writing out a check, or going through your wallet to hand some money to someone on a street corner. And re-experience that event. Sending energy from your heart to those people or that person. When you find yourself being miserly of, oh, let's say affirmation or encouragement, rewind and go back and send the energy of that affirmation and that encouragement. True, they will not be able to hear it, but the energy will come and change how you do that for yourself and for others. How do you want to create your universe? Your universe has the ability to be created and purified with love. You may do what you did today in the healing ceremony. Ask that whoever is in your universe, and especially those you now regret not giving to totally from your heart, be filled with the highest vibration of love needed to bring healing to them, whether it is a body, mind, or spirit. Anchor yourself in love. That's what the heart source does. Anchor yourself in love and bring that love into you with every breath, and send that love outwards to whomever you feel the need or the call to do that. Compassion, mercy, joy. Yes, the other person has the option to receive it or not. You have the option to give it or not with generosity. Give with generosity. That is who you are. You are love itself. Why? Because that is how you were created, from the Creator, who is nothing but love. And yes, you chose to come down to this planet to learn and experience about love. And your task is not the little things or the big things that have happened in your life. It is the remembrance that you are love. Have mercy for others, for what is happening with them, and most precious, beloved ones that I love as if you were the only person in creation. Have mercy for yourself. Be willing to give love to yourself, to accept love from those other aspects of creation. Accept that love and allow that love to work within you and multiply and multiply and multiply and send it to others. You are the joy of the Creator. You are the joy of the undifferentiated God. Who differentiates God, by the way? Humans. The undifferentiated, the neither male nor female. Only love. Only love. I'd like you to take a moment right now. Recall someone that you have maybe given to, but not with love and joy. Doesn't matter who or what. It doesn't matter what you were giving, but not with love and joy. Or maybe you would say, not the fullness of my love and joy. Bring them to mind right now. Rewind the clock. Bring them to mind. And now send to them your love, your joy. I will give you a minute to do this. I thank you for accepting my message today. And what is the crux of my message? You, as creator, have control over your universe. And the energy you send out to your universe is what creates your universe. My love to you. And this is Kathy. That was a beautiful message.
Yes. Of course. Beautiful. Thank you, Dr. Kathy.
You're welcome.
Just beautiful.
Well, thank each one of you for being here into this wonderful Sunday ceremony.
Thank you.
All of those of you who have been springing forward, may your body clock arrange itself to exactly where it needs to be.
Right.
Much
And you-
love to you.
Amen.
Bye. Kathy.
Bye.
Bye. Thank
Thank
you.
you all.
Brett.
Blessings.
Hi, Cleo.
Hi, Cleo.
Hi, Kathy.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.